Hey guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for your free triple deck readings. Okay, so as always, choose pile 1, 2, or 3, whichever one you're drawn to, and that will be your reading. The timestamps are in the description of the video, so you can jump ahead if you feel like you want to. Don't forget that I'm live on Monday nights at 7 p.m. on YouTube. So feel free to come over and grab a free card or ask a question or something. For the next couple of weeks, I'm doing everything for free. I'm still jumping through hoops with YouTube on the back end. But yeah, I'm still building up an audience base over on YouTube. So come say hi. Now I'm live Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on TikTok. However, this week, guys, my elderly uncle has had a heart attack. So we are going to go visit him in hospital on Sunday. So I may not be live this week on TikTok. I will let you guys know either way, but just as an FYI, I may not be live this Sunday night on TikTok, but you can catch me Monday night live on YouTube. So feel free to come over there and it'll be great. Okay, well, choose your pile. Let's get into it. And until next time, blessed be. Okay, guys, if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. All right, so we do have the elderly card here. So, okay, look, with this elderly card, it is kind of a time frame, sort of a situation. Now, I actually feel like that this has energy around elderly people. Look, I don't know why. I just feel like that this isn't specifically about elderly people, by the way, but I feel like now is the time to be thankful for the people in your life, and what you have. It could have something to do with the world in chaos, both at war and natural disasters all over the planet. Like, we all know about the hurricanes in Florida and everything, but it's actually snowing in South Africa. Like, it's ridiculous. So, look, I am getting touch base with people, family and friends that you haven't spoken to a while. Tell people how you love them. I'm not saying that there's anything big and bad that's about to happen to, but it is that sort of energy that's around at the moment. Okay. And it is like the happily ever after. It's all going to work out. The plans and stuff that you have in place. Look, at the end of the day, it's kind of like look at the big picture. Be thankful for what you've got because it could be so much worse, especially if you're watching the news between wars and natural disasters. Okay, so that's the energy to take away this week, and that's the energy to hold with you this week. Even though we've got bills to pay and we don't want to do this and we have to do that, still be thankful for what you have. Okay, and that it's not just be a good person and be thankful. Yeah, I know. No, it really is. Take that energy with you because when you are facing something like an angry coworker, yes, it annoys you. But if you take that step back and go, well, at least I have a coworker, I have a job. I can afford to pay my bills and eat this week. Be thankful for that sort of thing because look at the world. Like be blessed, be thankful, and just that will help that anger subside and help you deal with the issues that are going around, and you will be generating a lot more positive energy for yourself in order to get through the problems that you do have. Okay, so it is kind of like take a step back, be thankful for what you've got, and then reapproach these problems. And it's just changing your mindset. Okay, this isn't about trying to be a great person and take on all the problems of the world. This is kind of no, understand it, that you do have really good things around you. You are lucky in different ways, not the ways that you want. Obviously, we all would love to be richer and not have to work and do all of it, but bring it back down to what you do have and be thankful for that because there's a lot of people at the moment that don't have those things. Now, this is the children card. It's like safe as houses. Everything's going to be all right. These plans that you've got, your goals that you're working towards, you're going to achieve them. It's not going to be a problem. You're going to get there. And look, I feel like hassle-free. So this could actually be the hassle-free part is the fact that you're taking on this blessing, this energy of knowing that you are blessed. And being able to hold on to that positive energy, you are going to be able to get through obstacles and challenges that you face a lot easier because you have that positive mindset. Okay, we all know that having a negative mindset is what holds us back. It's what keeps us still. It's what that's what we want to fight. If you've got positive energy going on, like genuine positive energy, you can handle anything that comes your way, and you live a drama-free life. Like, you just let things roll off you, um like water off a duck's back, to be completely honest. Okay, so you've got the love heart here. Okay, so again, this is all about love right now. This is all about, look, there's definitely romantic love and stuff around, but it's love of life, it's love of friends and family. It's feeling that love, that being thankful for what you have is also a form of love, because yes, you are loving where you are at life at the moment. Yeah, we could always be better off, but at least we have what we have at the moment. Okay. And look, in the grand scheme of things, it's very easy to turn to that. Well, yeah, I'm lucky that I have what I have, but I'm still, broke, and I still have bills to pay, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I know there are people over there that have lost their houses and their jobs and their family and their animals, but, that really doesn't affect me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't change anything for you as an individual physically, but emotionally and energy wise, it should. It should be like, well, yes, I am thankful that I have my house and my fur babies and my family and my friends, and you know, um, I can walk down the street without a bomb falling on my head. There is, it does affect you in that sort of blessed way and feeling that energy. So as long as you're feeling that energy and you're thinking that way, you are going to, this is kind of like not a stepping stone. This is a big lesson for you to be able to utilize all that positive energy and keep building it, so that you can get through any negative energy that's around and negative circumstances. Okay, so this prosperity card is upside down. It's talking about loss. Now, again, I don't feel like that this is saying, okay, you're about to get a big bill, or I don't feel like it's specifically loss for you. I feel like, again, putting everything into perspective, look at everything that people have lost in Florida and Mexico, and the war in the Ukraine and Russia and Israel and Palestine and all those places. Like, there's so much going on. There's so much loss out there right now. Feel that and understand that you are now, compared to a lot of people, are far richer and have far more than a lot of people do in the world. So understand that. And yes, we all want more, but and there's nothing wrong with wanting more. It's not a negative thing, it's not a bad thing, as long as that doesn't rule what you do and how you feel. So what I'm saying is, be thankful for what you have and keep working towards what you want to gain. There's no problem there, but don't look at it like, oh my God, this sucks, and I'm never gonna, until I own my own house, the life sucks. No, get rid of that sort of thinking, because that's what turns you into a negative and bad person. Be when you turn your nose up at the things that you do have, if you're not thankful for what you have, no matter what you receive in the future, you're never going to be thankful for. It's never going to be enough, and you're always going to be wanting more. Okay, that's one of the big secrets in life. Why do you think so many of the famous people go crazy with drugs and all these different things? It's because they keep getting more and more, but it doesn't fulfill their needs, because that's not what the need actually is. The need is to find peace and happiness and balance and be thankful for what you do have. And unfortunately, that doesn't happen to a lot of people. Are just constantly looking for the next big thing, and not understanding what the benefits and the positivity that they do have around them. Okay. So guys, yeah, this is kind of like, it's not specific as what's going on for you this week, but it is very much, there is a massive lesson to be learnt right now. And if you utilize this time, if you jump on board and go through this change and this acceptance of what you do have, even though you're working towards the future, you're going to be giving yourself so much ammunition for the future. You're going to be able to walk into negative situations and bad situations that would normally make you feel sick or recoil, and you're going to be like, I've got this, I can handle it, because you take on that whole concept of, I'm in a good position, I only going to go up from here. And that's the truth. You're only going to go up from here. Guys, I really hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can email me at thegreenpsychic@gmail.com. Don't forget I'm live on YouTube on Monday night at 7 p.m. and at TikTok 7 p.m. Sunday. I may be on. But if you didn't watch the intro, my elderly uncle has had a heart attack, so we're going to go visit him in hospital. I don't know if I'll make it home in time to go live on Sunday night, but I will definitely be live on Monday. Until next week, guys, blessed be. Whoa. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for your free triple deck reading. If you chose pile number 2, then this is for you. Okay, just quickly guys, I will be live Monday night on YouTube at 7 p.m. Sunday night, I normally go live on TikTok at 7 p.m., but my elderly uncle has had a heart attack and is in a hospital, so we are going to go visit him on Sunday. I don't know if I'll make it home in time to go live on Sunday night. So if I'm not live on TikTok on Sunday night, I will be live on YouTube on Monday night. Okay, hope that helps. All right, guys, your overall card is the mind, body, and spirit card. It's balance. So, look, obviously this is reading 2. I just did reading 1 and tapped into the universal, like the worldwide energy, and I feel like that this is kind of doing the same thing for you guys this week. Obviously there's a lot of horror going on in the world at the moment. There's wars, there's like 2 main wars going on. And then we've got all the natural disasters that are going on, you know, the floods and the hurricanes in Florida, the volcanoes exploding, the snowing in South Africa, the Sahara Desert underwater. Like the world's just crazy at the moment. So with you guys, I think you're putting things into perspective, which is really good. You're finding that balance and understanding that you are in a very blessed situation. We all have problems. We are all broke, but at the end of the day, we do have a roof over our head. We do have our family and our friends around. They haven't been washed away. They haven't been blown up. Do you know, like, I don't want to get too graphic here, but it is that sort of, you guys are feeling it, and that's a really good thing. Because like, reading 1 was people needing to understand that. The blessings around them. With you guys in reading 2, I do feel like that you are already there and you are understanding that. So look, you've got the transformation card here. I feel like that this is reaching out, this is improvement, this is change. There may be things that you stop doing because, like, wow, it's put into perspective, and I'm like, I need to buy a coffee from Gloria Jean's every day. Otherwise my day is just, it doesn't, it's just off the rails otherwise. Now you're kind of like, well, who freaking cares about where I get a cup of coffee? Like, I'll just make one at work. Like, I feel like that's the transformation that's going to come from this understanding of everything that's around. You're going to put things in perspective. You're going to pull back a little bit. Look, I do feel a branch of people reaching out to donate and to help and to do all this great stuff, and that's awesome if you can do that. But there is transformation, and this transformation is about you as an individual. This is about putting things in perspective. And look, I feel like there's a lot of letting go of anger and anxiety and worry and stress, because it's going to be like, you may have been stressed about going to work that you might get yelled at by a coworker or your boss, but everything else that's going on in the world, it's kind of put it in perspective. I'm like, look, at least I've got a job. At least, that place is still standing. At least, we're not at war here. So you are going to go in and just be like, look, if they yell at me, they yell at me, like, whatever. There is that blessing. And this is what I was saying in reading 1. When you do have this understanding, it builds all this positive energy around you that keeps on building. And you do find it easier to get through difficult situations and negative situations, because you are thankful for what you do have. You do realize how strong of a position you actually are in, and how small some things seem when you look at the bigger picture. And that's why we do need to look at the bigger picture a lot of the time, to put things into perspective, so we can see that, wow, at least, I have a roof over my head. I can afford to get food, my family and friends are alive and well. I hope you understand. Now, look, this is healing and health. This is actually, look, I do know that there is a lot of illness around at the moment, and I do feel like people are coming out of that. It's been, their healing energy for physical health has actually been improving over the last 2 weeks. Even though I know some people have been very close to going to hospital, I do want to tell you that the physical energy of healing is coming in and it is getting stronger. And so there is a lot of healing there. But in this reading, this is actually talking about mental health. This is talking about healing, letting go of trauma, letting go of anger, and pettiness. I want to say pettiness, the tiny little things that we get angry or upset about that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's maturing and getting past that, okay? So there is a lot of positive mental health coming, positive mental like just reassurance and confidence that you are in a good situation. It's kind of like when we look at the rest of the world and now we look at our lives, we're kind of like, well, actually, I'm doing better than I thought I was. I feel like I'm drowning. We all feel like we're drowning, but we're actually doing better off than a lot of other places. Like we're not dealing with a natural disaster hitting us or a war or something. Yes, we've got crisis of cost of living and these genuine problems that we do have, but this puts things to perspective where we're like, okay, well, I can deal with this now because it's not, yeah, it's still a very important issue not having money for things, but it's not as bad as, well, my house got washed away or my family got blown up. You know, it is that sort of healing. And look, this is the connection card. Again, I feel like that this is one of those situations where everybody is reaching out and trying to help and genuinely feeling the love. So I am going to talk about, you know, September 11 and the trade centers. And you just saw everybody coming together, regardless of color, regardless of how much money each person had or where they came from. Everybody was helping each other. And that's what the energy is at the moment. I don't know if you've been watching anything about Florida, but so many people have just flocked to Florida to help, you know, locate bodies and clear debris and bring resources in. Like it is just the great side of humanity showing its head, and we don't see it enough. We really don't see it enough, and that's what I feel like is happening right now. So even if you're not in a situation to physically reach out and help any of these places, just having that energy of wanting to help will help you in your day-to-day life. You may just find yourself helping a complete stranger, you know, paying it forward, doing something nice for somebody when you can, and hoping that they pass that on, which a lot of times they do. I don't know if you've seen the, you know, going through the drive-through at Macca's, one car will pay for the one behind them, and you know, that person is so grateful, and then they go and, because it's such a unique thing that somebody, complete stranger, has reached out and done something nice, they're propelled to do the same thing. They want to do that. And so there is a lot of this connection and reconnecting with people around you, putting things in perspective. And again, this connection isn't just with other people, and it's actually with the universal energy. It's kind of like feeling connected to the bigger picture because you're understanding, you're looking at the bigger picture, and you're seeing where you kind of fit into that picture at the moment, even though it's probably not where you want to be. You want to get to where you're going to go, and you're going to, but it's kind of like, okay, I can see that bigger picture. I can feel where I am, and I am actually in a good position, and I'm going to chase my dreams. Okay, guys, I really do hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenpsychic at gmail.com. I will be live on Monday night on YouTube at 7 p.m. and hopefully Sunday night on TikTok at 7 p.m. Until next week, guys, blessed be. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me on Sunday night for your free triple deck reading. Okay, if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. Guys, just before we begin, just want to let you know that I will be live 7 p.m. on Monday night on YouTube. And I normally go 7 p.m. Sunday night on TikTok. However, my elderly uncle has had a heart attack, so we're going to go visit him on Sunday. So I just don't know if I'm going to make it back in time to go live this week. I will put up a note to let you guys know either way. But yeah, just a heads up. All right, so your card is sadness and heartbreak upside down. So this is very good. This is talking about healing. This is talking about letting go of trauma. There is a reconnection here, the heart coming back together. It is kind of like, this is possible that people might come back into your life, or you might reach out to people. But there is a lot of healing going on. Now, The last two readings have been very universal this week with everything that's going on in the world, the wars that are going on, the natural disasters, the floods, the hurricanes, the volcanoes, the snowing in South Africa, which is just weird. Mexico is apparently underwater. Like, there's just so much going on in the world right now, that for people like us that are in a situation where it's actually not physically affecting us, we are feeling the energy. And there is a lot of fulfillment in that. There is a lot of being thankful for what we do have, even though, we have problems as well, cost of living and money and prices going up and this, that, and the other. Yeah, those are genuine concerns and those are our problems. But this energy that's going on and the way the world is, it's giving us an opportunity to take a step back and look at the big picture, and then look at our lives and see how we fit into it, and understand that, yeah, our lives could be so much better, but they could genuinely be so much worse. At least we have a roof over our head. The house didn't get washed away. At least we can go to the shops, even though it's expensive, and not be blown up by falling bombs. And it is just one of those situations. So there is a lot of healing here where I feel like people are putting things into perspective and letting go of a lot of anger and hate and even jealousy. Like, I want more stuff in my life. I want this. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that turns into a negative thing where you're not going to be happy until you achieve that brand new car, I'm sorry, but when you get that brand new car, it's really not going to fill that hole, because there's always going to be something else that you want. So it is about being thankful for what you do have and letting go of that crap. Who cares if I've got the state of the art car, or a bomb that gets me from A to B? I shouldn't say a bomb. I keep saying that. I'm going to get flagged somewhere on the CIA or something. But a complete rubbish car, even if I have a complete rubbish car, at least I can drive around and, it's there. It didn't get washed away. It's not downstream. My house is here. It didn't get washed away. It hasn't been blown up. It hasn't been, it is about letting go of a lot of the negativity and focusing on the positive. Okay. Good. Addiction. Um, that's stupid. Addiction obviously isn't good, but I straight away feel like this is giving up addiction. So addiction, yes, drugs, alcohol, gambling, but it can also be addicted to people, places, and things, like habits and ways of thinking. So I do feel like that this is, you guys are feeling the love, letting go of a lot of the negative vibes and not a lot of the negative thinking, which is almost like bad habits, like expecting something bad to happen, like, oh, something good happened, so of course something bad's going to happen. I tell people, I understand from a psychological point why we do that, because I've been there, I've done it as well. You're always on edge, and so you feel you can handle anything that comes your way because you're ready for it. It's actually a bad way of thinking. You creating negative energy that you have to get through, and when you want the help from the universe, it has to get through it as well. So what I say is, like, yes, expect bad things. Understand that bad things are going to happen in your life, but good things are going to be happen as well. So in the moment, if there's nothing bad going on, focus on the good things that are in your life and be thankful for your blessings. Okay. And you'll find that when you live in that state of positive thinking and being thankful for what you have, when bad things do happen, you kind of like, meh, I'll deal with it. It is what it is. And it allows you to be able to get through your life with a lot less stress and anxiety and worry and drama. Okay? If you're constantly on edge, waiting for something to go wrong, then everything that hits you, you could get out of bed and stub your toe and it becomes World War III, like a big drama. Oh my God, my toe. And no, but if you get out of bed and you kind of like, look, something bad could happen today, but I'm going to deal with it, and you kick your toe, you're more likely to go, ow, that really hurt, but whatever. At least I didn't break my toe and have to go to hospital. Oh, wait, the hospital's, I'm thankful the hospital actually exists. It didn't get washed away or blown up. That's what I'm saying. You go down that rabbit hole of positive thinking rather than negative. Okay? You can't sustain your life waiting for the next bad thing to happen. The anxiety and the stress, you're going to have a breakdown. And that's why so many people are having breakdowns, because we know that bad shit is just around the corner. But if you stress about what could happen right now and worry about it, if it does happen, if something bad does happen, you're suffering now before it actually happens. Then you've got to suffer while it's happening. You're doing double the damage to yourself. So it is kind of silly to be like that. So it is take a step back. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. There are going to be bad things. There are going to be good things. But the good things are going to outweigh the bad things if you're feeling that positive energy, if you're living in that positive headspace. Just like the negative things will be more impactful for you if you're living in that negative energy. You're going to feel it a lot more. Okay. It is all about what you send out, you get back. So this is the patience and waiting card. Look, it is kind of saying there is something here about being impatient, but I do feel like that this is kind of letting go of that impatience of, look, I'm working my ass off and I want to buy that house, but it's going to take a couple of years. I feel like that is going to wear off and it's going to get, well, look, I am still working towards a house and I'm going to be able to get one. It's just right now I am in this situation that I'm in, which is a lot better than a lot better situation than a lot of other people. Okay, it really is feeling that energy. Now look, this is the danger and authority card. This is big, bad, awful. This is the worst card you can get in my deck of cards. Now, this isn't talking about something specific. I really feel like that this is reiterating or repeating what I've just said. There are going to be bad things in our life. We just know that. Of course, it's common sense. You don't need a psychic to tell you that. There are going to be bad things in your life, but there are also going to be good things. So if you're focusing and waiting and putting all your energy into worrying about what bad things are going to happen, it's almost like you're attracting that and that's all you're going to feel. And you are never going to feel peace and happiness and harmony because you're always on eggshells. You're always like rocking back and forth. What next is going to happen? How are you ever going to find peace and happiness and be thankful for what you have? Because every time something bad happens, you're just going to repeat that whole cycle for the rest of your life. Like something bad's going to happen, so, rocking back and forth. Oh, something bad's going to happen, and then it does. Oh, see, I told you, and then it becomes the biggest thing. And then when that starts to come down, well, something else is going to happen. Yeah, if you live in that, this is what your life is going to be. It is going to be danger and horror and all things bad for the rest of your life. So that's why this card has come out. It is saying that you need to heal, you need to let go of a lot of things, you need to bring back that hope and that faith and that knowing that it's all going to be all right. That, oh my God, I actually am in a good position compared to so much of the world right now. Thank your blessings and live in that positive energy. Okay? Guys, I really do hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can email me at thegreenpsychic@gmail.com. I will be live on Monday night on YouTube at 7 p.m. and hopefully live on TikTok at 7 p.m. on Sunday night. If I'm not, you can catch me on Monday. I really hope that helps. Until next week, guys, blessed be.